You know, one of the Islamic argument that when you pray like them, you are them. When you bow down and pray, you are in fact them. These sons of Qasim ibn Abdullah ibn Abd Mutala ibn Hashim, they are fighting using all their energy, making sure that Jesus is a Muslim. Because if Jesus is not a Muslim, then Qasim ibn Abdullah automatically becometh a false prophet. Now, they say Jesus bow down and pray. Pharisees, we know they do bow down and pray. And Jews at the time of Jesus, the Israelis, the Bani Israel, they all bow down and pray. That means Benjamin Netanyahu, when he bowed down and prayed, he's a Muslim. Don't ask me a question. This is what you say. If you bow down and pray like Muslim, you are a Muslim. Benjamin Netanyahu bowing down and praying to Jehovah, he's a Muslim. This is how you think, brothers. The Luciferics, the Church of Lucifer, they bow down just like Muslim. In fact, in their temple, they don't have chairs, just like Muslims. They wash their hands and feet just like Muslims. That means the Luciferic Church, all of them are Muslim. Per Islamic standard that praying like Muslim, you are a Muslim. Good news for Muslim. I have a best news for you. You know Apostle Paul, the one you hate him, he prayed just like Jesus. He prayed just like Jesus. That means Apostle Paul, he is a Muslim. Yep, because he prayed like Jesus. Praying like Jesus, bowing down, makes you a Muslim. So he's a Muslim. Pagans are Muslim. They pray just like you. They are Muslims. You see, the argument you're bringing, praying like bowing down makes you a Muslim, is very low argument. The argument should be, who are you praying to? When Jesus bowed down, who did he pray to? He talked to his Father. Now, do Muslims call Allah Father? Is Allah Father of Muslim in that sense? It's a question I'm asking you guys. If Jesus prayed like Muslim and he called God his Father, now is Allah a father of you Muslim in that sense? Is Allah the father of Isa bin Maryam? Is there evidence? We read there Allah is say, Isa bin Maryam is my begotten son. These are things we have to argue within the context of a Muslim. Now, Jesus called God his Father. Jesus himself, he said he is the Son of God. And the Jewish, or the Jews, the rabbis, the Pharisees, they all get upset. They say, you make yourself God, you're making God your Father. That means you're making yourself God. They wanted to stone him. So, Jesus said he is the Son of God. Now, is Jesus the Son of Allah? Did he pray to Allah or he prayed to his Father? Now, let's move out of that place. If Jesus was a Muslim, then there has to be evidence in the first century whereby at least the word Islam appeared, maybe in a newspaper, in the scrolls, in the Talmud, Tanakh, you name it. At least one of those books will have the name Islam, and therefore they will be Muslim because the believer of the faith or ideology called Islam are Muslims. Now, can you show me evidence, verifiable evidence that existed out of the Quran before Muhammad was born. The evidence on the first century, if there is a newspaper, let's say the Nazarene Tribune, the newspaper, said, and the Muslim XYZ, or the religion of Islam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe the Bethlehem Tribune or Jerusalem Post at the time of Jesus at least has the word Islam. Show it to me right now. I'll convert and be a Muslim. You will come with words and calling me names and all this stuff. It is your problem. You've decided not to use your brain. That am a problem. That is your problem. You decided to be ignoramus. That is your problem. You've decided to be nincompoop. That is your problem, not my problem. In fact, Jews today, they do bow down and worship God, Jehovah. So all Jews, I don't know why you get upset with them. They are Muslims. Because they pray like Muslims. Like Muslims. Jesus was praying like. That means he was not. You see, when you use the word like, that means you're doing comparison. This is like this. You are like him. That means you're not him. This car is like that car. That means this car is not that car. Jesus prayed like Muslim. That means Jesus was not a Muslim, but he prayed. Those ritualists looks like you guys you do. Even the normal English language you use is against your way of comprehending. Apostle Paul prayed like Muslim. He was a follower of Jesus. You know that. He followed Jesus. He prayed like Jesus. Whatever Jesus did, he did the same. That means Apostle Paul is an apostle of Allah. I don't care if you get upset. That won't change anything, brothers. That's the fact. You decided to think this way, then I'm presenting my case to you the way you think. Apostle Paul prayed like Jesus. Then he was a Muslim and he's a Muslim. You see, when you decided not to use a normal brain God gave you, you decide to mute it. You refuse to think. You refuse knowingly, willingly, and consciously not to use just the thinking way a human being is supposed to think, the normal thinking way. When you do that, of course, you'll be a Muslim. But if you refuse to do that, to be that, and start using your brain, you will never be a Muslim. Because Muslim is against intellect, is against reasoning, thinking, cognitive thinking. Apostle Paul prayed like Jesus. He was a Muslim. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's praying like Jesus. He is a Muslim. Shalom again. This is Dr. Mouse. Thanks for listening. Bye.